Hey guys, I'm Kaori. I am broadcasting from Portland, Oregon. I am your host. このポッドキャストは英語環境で仕事や生活をしている方がさらにどんどん必要な英語力を武器として身につけていくことを応援するポッドキャストです。Alright, so in this episode, I'd like to talk about mindset.Okay, mindset is so crucial and important, and I'd like to talk about that with my own experience, and this is something that you can totally start doing today. So let me just share with you one strong yet simple tip. 今日お話ししたいことはですね、英語環境で進んでいくためのマインドセットについて、その中で、今日からできることをお伝えします。So today, I went for a walk. This is my new habit. I actually started it yesterday, so this is day 2. We'll see what happens, but I'm pretty sure I can, keep going because this time my commitment is very strong.So today I went for a walk with my dog in like a park/trail. There are a lot of trails in Oregon, and I used to live in California, but I didn't notice much trails. There are trails, but definitely in Portland area there are so many like endless trails.So you can just go and walk on the trail. Sometimes it's in the park, sometimes it's in the forest. So anyway, and it was just my usual day. I was walking on the trail and I encountered some people. Because usually when you're walking outside, for example, like in your neighborhood or just in the park, there are people walking, right?And you're passing by. And there's one thing that I always do, and I encourage you, I want you to start doing today. So this is my habit that I've been doing for maybe the past 4 years, is that when I encounter someone, when I pass by someone,I usually, or not usually actually, 100%, I talk to them first. I go first. So, for example, today when I was walking on the trail, I saw at least, 10 people walking. And when I see them, there are 3 things that I do. Number 1, making an eye contact.Simply make an eye contact, right? And second, smile. And 3, right after you smile or almost at the same time you smile, say hello or hi. Or it could be how you doing. So very simple. And you probably have done it before.But the key here is you do it first all the time, no matter what. If the person is woman, if the person is man, if the person is elder person or like small child, if somebody is walking with a dog or just by herself or in a group, it doesn't matter, especially like a group, 5 people, like family or friends walking together and talking together. Regardless, no matter what, you say hello first. So I said number 1 is make an eye contact. You can never start the conversation without making an eye contact, right? It's so easy. It's just the first step. You cannot miss it. And the second, smile. Smile makes things so easy when it comes to conversation. And like I said, you cannot start a conversation without making eye contact. But at the same time, if you smile and if the other person smiles, then the conversation will naturally start. How can you not start conversation, or how can you not say even hi if the eyes are met and if you and the other person are smiling at each other? I mean, like, there are times that you just smile, and that's okay too. That's also good. But also, you can just start saying hello. So I've been doing this the past 4 years, like I said. And you know what? Before, I was not like this. Maybe in Japan, I used to be like that, especially when I was younger. I always wanted to talk to people and I say like weird stuff and I wanted to make them laugh. I stopped doing that. I should start doing it again, actually. And when I came to the US, like around 2018, 2012 or 13 actually, I was not like that. And I used to, now I am divorced, but I used to be married, and my ex-husband was a very friendly guy, and he was the one that was saying hello to people all the time. He was the one that started conversation with anyone. So what happened is, being with him, walking with him, first he says hello and the other party says hello back to him, and then suddenly I smile just a little bit. I feel like a side dish. You know what I'm saying? Like a main dish and side dish. I didn't like take action fully. I just said hi just because they were saying hi. You know, that kind of mindset. If somebody didn't say hi, I probably wouldn't have said hi. So that was me, and I got so used to it. I got so used to it to the point where I started not saying hi, or I started acting like that. But since 4 years ago, I started having this very strong mindset that I am going to own it. So that means like take responsibility. If you want to do it, if you decide to do it, just I take the whole responsibility. And if it's going well, if it's not going well, that's okay. I take responsibility and I will handle it myself. The kind of like strong mindset that I started having living in the US. But like I said, I didn't have it before. And after I started having it, my behavior started changing. And one of the things that I started doing was this tip that I just shared with you. I started talking to people first. I didn't wait for somebody to talk to me. I didn't wait for somebody to say hello to me, because before I used to like look at the person when I was walking and I just looked away, you know, like, and then I looked up again, and then if the person says hi to me, I said hi back. If the person didn't say hi, then I hesitated to say hi. And sometimes I took my courage and I say hello first, and somehow the person didn't hear me because my hello voice was so small and tiny that they couldn't hear it. And I feel like, and I looked down and I felt like I was ignored. You know, like I was, my attention was how I feel like all the time, right? So I was like that. But now I think back then I was looking for like acceptance. I was thinking if I'm going to be accepted, if me saying hi is going to reach that person and they're going to be accepted, and eventually I get the response or not. I was like thinking, right? And then I also was thinking, if my hello was not accepted in a way that I wanted them to accept, I don't know what that is. I felt like either not accepted or rejected, or I feel like I was not good enough. So right now I am taking Jim Fortin's course, and he was talking about the fear. And he said that the fear usually comes from two things. Am I good enough? And a fear of judgment or rejection. If I say this, maybe I'll get rejected, or maybe I won't be accepted. Or if I say this, do they think I'm good enough? Kind of mentality is connected to the fear that we tend to feel all the time. So I was definitely feeling that way. And now I don't care. It doesn't matter if I say hi and if the person hears it or not, or responds back to me or not, doesn't really matter. I just got so used to saying hello to people first or talking to them first. For example, if I take my son to a playground and there are parents, right? Or guardians, and I usually talk to them first right after we arrive in the playground, and I see the person, I say hi, or at least make an eye contact and a smile. And I started feeling like it's kind of like a politeness that it's showing your politeness. You're acknowledging the person. You're not ignoring it, and then you're trying to stay there, have a good time with everyone there. I feel like that's a form of politeness. But anyway, I started doing it. I got so used to it to the point where I couldn't resist talking. I talk like Osaka no Oba-chan. I cannot be quiet. I cannot shut my mouth up. Like, for example, when I go to a grocery store, let's say I go to Trader Joe's and there is a cashier that's trying to help my checkout and bagging, and I cannot resist start a conversation. That is so funny because before, like I said, when I came to the US 2013, I was waiting until somebody started a conversation. And like I said, my husband usually started a conversation with them and then make them funny and then say a joke. And usually the conversation goes like beyond that, beyond just a small talk. And I was just observing that. I was a conversation observer. And if I kept, you can imagine that I kept observing and I kept being an observer, and I stopped taking action myself, and I stopped owning things. I stopped owning my life. So that was my experience, and that is something that I encourage you to do today. Okay, today, go walking and find someone, make an eye contact, smile, and at the same time say hello. Don't hesitate it. Don't hold yourself back. Just do it. Do it one time. If you could do one time, do it again. Do twice today and do 3 times tomorrow. I assure you, you'll get used to it. And this is so powerful. And you know what will happen if you keep doing it? If you want to join some community, like a local community, if you want to speak up more in a company meeting or something like that, when you want to talk to someone for the first time, you feel more confident, you feel more comfortable, you feel really encouraged to start a conversation or start something new, because this exercise is pretty much getting you out of your comfort zone, right? You will get out of your comfort zone and you just get used to it. Just the first step is a little bit scary, but this is something that you probably would have done in Japanese, so you can do it. You just need to do it continuously. Like I said, twice today, 3 times tomorrow, and gradually increase the time. And then you will feel the difference like within a couple of weeks or within even one day, you can feel the difference. I really encourage you to do it. Just talk to someone first. If you don't want to say hi, that is okay. You can still make an eye contact and smile. Smile says so much more than silence, right? So you can totally do it. And I really encourage you to continue doing it. So just give it a try today. All right. Thank you so much, guys, for listening to my podcast today. And I will see you in the next episode.